power. Hello everybody, it's Number 48 here and welcome back to another Food Friday. Today is a restaurant review battle. We did one for the Halloween drinks between Dunkin and Starbucks, and they yet again are the best duo to battle things out for the Christmas season. We are starting with, I believe, the only food item on the Starbucks menu. I held it to you the wrong way. Turkey Sage Danish. Looks good, smells good, nice and warm. It's a good croissant on the outside. I want to get into the sausage and sage a little bit. Honestly, that sausage is really nice. That's going to get an 8 out of 10. It can be beaten with food. A little bit more flavor, I don't know. But really good, soft, good texture. Great food. 8 out of 10. Good start at the video. All right, we're here with our first Dunkin' item, a beautifully crafted peppermint mocha signature iced latte. Peppermint comes through nice. Get a weird bit of caffeine flavor in it. I know there's caffeine in this, by the way. It just comes through at a weird... There's something fake in this. There's a weird tinge to it. I love peppermint mocha. This one doesn't hit quite right. It's a 7. It's still good. There's a weird tinge of fast food fakeness in there, which is, it's fine. It is fast food, and it's probably not real. I'll give it a 7. All right, after we've gotten a little bit into this, I'm bumping it down. It's got to go at least down to a 6, maybe even a 5. Yeah, it's just not pleasant. It was up at 7 because it looked really nice and it tasted all right. The more I drink it, the worse it looks, as a drink normally does. And I realize this is food-based. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Do you want to consume it? It's food. Does it taste good? Not does it look good. This isn't an art competition. It's a food competition. And I don't want to drink it again, which is really disappointing because peppermint mocha is probably my favorite holiday flavor. And if that's the thing that I don't want to drink at your establishment, that sucks. We're bumping it down to a 5. The peppermint is so fake. If it's real, I'm sorry, Dunkin'. It tastes like ass. All right, we have our first food from Dunkin', and this is the kind of care and quality that I expect for the appearance of a Dunkin' item. Not like the drinks. We have another one that looks beautiful again. Look at that. The top, which I kind of ruined by walking with it, looked a lot more balanced than it currently is now. I've got the foam overflowing, the crumble on top. That's fine. I messed that up, not them. Hash brown, loaded brisket scramble. I do see egg in here. Okay. I've got a decent bite with all of it. It's definitely warm. Now, hash browns is one of my favorite things. But their loaded queso hash browns are kind of crap for Halloween. This, you have the egg, you have the meat, brisket, ties it all together. That's really dang good. The thing I'm trying to figure out is, would I just rather have just regular hash browns? I think I still would just like regular hash browns, so this can't go up to a 9, but it can definitely go to an 8. Now we have the iced cookie butter cold brew, which kind of seems like it's going to be a difficult thing to drink, even though it looks really nice, because there's a bunch of stuff on the top. Okay, it moves out of the way pretty easily. Oh, the top bit's definitely good. The cold brew's not as strong as I expected, which is nice for me. And the cookie butter is such a nice flavor. There's no hint of fakeness in there. Why would you fake butter? It's kind of pointless. That's really dang good. I don't know what about it makes it cookie butter as opposed to just butter. But it tastes great. So that's probably gonna be an 8. I think we got back-to-back 8s here. That's a bit high. Is it? 7.5. An 8 for the hash brown, 7.5 for the drink. I think that's fair. I don't think it's quite up to 8 quality, to the 8 standard. So we'll give it a 7.5. But that's a good day for Dunkin. We have the holiday cookie iced signature latte. I really don't know when this became a medium. Ooh. Sugar cookie? I really couldn't tell you the flavor profile of this, but I like it. It's better than the peppermint. There's no fakeness in this. There's nothing offensive about that taste. That doesn't make it sound good. That description I understand does not make it sound good. But I did enjoy that sip. It's not anything crazy. I actually think this is one that I would enjoy more warm than iced, which is rare for me with coffee because just coffee flavor comes out so much more in hot form for me than in cold. It kind of masks the flavor and you get more of the other stuff that you put in it. But I think the other stuff that you put in this would be pretty good warm. And it's got a nice little thing on top. I think it's like some caramel with some cookie crumbles. I always find chunky things weird when you're drinking with a straw. But that's fine. I'm not going to complain about that too much because I do like the flavor of the cookie crumble. I had it in the last drink as well. So I know the cookie crumble is fine. That's actually pretty good. It's pretty average, realistically. This is an average drink. I think it deserves a 7. There's nothing incredible that pushes it over, but it's not bad, right? To just maybe a 6. Very middle of the road kind of a drink. I know middle of the road should sound like 5, but I feel like 5 and below is really meant for, like 5 for me is like bad, and then anything below that is like, I'm not even going to finish this. Like 5 is the lowest of like, I'll finish this. I'll enjoy finishing this. I'll give it a 7. I think 7 makes sense and is fair. All right, making a swap back to Starbucks. And look at this. Both of these people are making some beautiful drinks for the holidays. I really like it. That is what I'm talking about. We've got the iced gingerbread oat milk chai latte. The chai lattes have been a fan favorite for me in past Starbucks videos. So there's a very heavy gingerbread smell. And the chai, yet again, does not disappoint. This is an incredible drink. Great flavor all around. Gingerbread only adds to it. It's a 9 out of 10. And we're back at the world of Starbucks with the cranberry orange lemonade refresher. That's a lot of words going into one drink. But it looks good. It's got some dried cranberries on top, I'd assume. I like lemonade. I like cranberry flavored drinks. What could go wrong? That is sour. The middle back of my tongue does not like this drink. It's so hard with the lemonade, just like punch. Oh. It's got a nice flavor on the aftertaste. Like I can tell there's good flavor in there. It just is so overpowering on the It's got to be like a 3, unfortunately. It's just not a pleasant thing to drink. All right, we're yet again back at the Bucks. Not as much beauty into this festive drink, but it's the caramel brulee latte, which really, it stumbles my tongue because I'm used to creme brulee, not caramel brulee, but that's fine. The flavor is thicker than I thought it would be, and that's a weird word for me to use, but I don't know, like, it's very, very cream-y, but a lot of emphasis on the cream. It's good, though. I don't get a lot of caramel flavor. There are caramel bits on the top, but I'm okay with that. I'm not a big caramel fan, but I like creme brulee, which might be counterintuitive in itself. But I don't tend to go for caramel in drinks because I don't like the flavor. I find it too overpowering at times. This is really good. A theme throughout this whole video is when Starbucks does a good drink, it's good. And when Starbucks does a bad thing, it's really bad. Dunkin stays pretty much smack in the middle of both. And it's kind of, the competition is really seeing how many things are Starbucks going to do poorly, or how many are they going to do very well. And this one is good. It's not great. It's not the oat milk chai that I really like, but it's a solid 7.5. Could potentially even get an 8. Let me give it another sip. I'd say that's a smack average drink, maybe a little above. So 7.5 I think is fair. All right, we're on our last trip to Dunkin', which means one more piece of food, an almond croissant, which I was hoping would be warmed. It's fine, it has mildly more flavor because of the almond than a normal croissant. Super dry. And not warm. If that was warm, that's probably like an 8. It's cold, so it's like a 5. I know I could go home and warm it, but like that's not the point. I'm getting something from a restaurant. I want it to be ready to eat at its optimal amount. And that isn't. It needs to be warm. It's a 5. And we have our last drink for Dunkin'. The white bark hazelnut thing. Iced white hazelnut bark. I don't know what that means other than there's hazelnut and cream. Apparently there's white chocolate in this too, which I guess makes sense. Honestly, it just tastes like they put cream into iced coffee. Oh, as I was taking that sip, the aftertaste was definitely white chocolate. None of that is up front. I get no hazelnut. Yeah, that is weird. Once you are done, yeah, that white chocolate hits really late. That's actually kind of satisfying how late the white chocolate flavor hits. I don't have any hazelnut. This is the exact thing that I keep talking about Dunkin' coffee. It's that smack on average. This is slightly better than just having iced coffee with cream and sugar. It's probably another 7, 7.5, something in that range. It's your strictly average coffee. There's nothing exciting. There's nothing bad. It's a Dunkin' experience. You know what you're getting. Consistency is key. It's the fast food motto. You know it's going to be strictly average. And that's why it's so endearing. This gets a solid 7.5 to wrap up our Dunkin' experience. I think that makes sense. All right, we have the iced sugar cookie almond milk latte. It was a weird experience at Starbucks today. It was the only time I've gotten like rude service. So that's cool. I'm also concerned about the fact that there are many sprinkles on this that don't look very well, like, and I don't know how I feel about sprinkles. Otherwise looks good. I like the bottom being all like white, I guess. I don't know. It looks decent. Ooh. It's good flavor. I don't really like the sprinkle part. Good aftertaste. Another bang average drink. I'm gonna go with 7. Has a nice little hint of sugar cookie in it, but otherwise, a lot of the other flavor is very, very muted. I don't know. The sprinkles is kind of a weird touch for me. I get it, but I don't like having to chew a coffee. They're small, so you probably could swallow them. I don't want to swallow that sprinkle whole. Like, that feels wrong. Yeah, 7. 7 feels fair. All right, the final drink of the whole video is a chestnut praline latte. Now, I had ordered this iced, but it came hot, which honestly I'm fine with. I'm not going to complain about a wrong order here. The thing that might happen is it might get marked down because I don't prefer hot coffee. It's nice. Honestly, it feels like a hot chocolate. Like a nutty hot chocolate. It's kind of nice. If I do one of these videos again, I might have to do hot. Just see how the hot ones go. I've only just started getting coffee flavor. There's definitely some nutty flavor in there. I have no clue what a praline is to judge if there's any praline flavor in this. But I enjoy it. It's kind of bang average again. It's kind of right on the 7. It's kind of hard for me to put it any higher because I have no gauge of what hot drinks taste like at all of the other drinks because I got iced for everything else to try and keep a good baseline. So I think a bang on average 7 is going to wrap up the video. When I get home, I will calculate the scores and let you know who won. All right, we have calculated the final scores, and with a difference in average of only 0.23, the average scores came out to 6 2/3 and 6.9 for average scores. Total scores 40 to 41.5. Very close throughout the 6 different items, and coming away with the victory at 41.5 points is Starbucks. So we are now in a 1-1 tie because Dunkin won the fall or Halloween and Starbucks has won Christmas or winter. So it looks like we need a final for the best of 3 sometime when they come out with new seasonal menus. That's all I have for this battle between Starbucks and Dunkin in today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on the items that I drank and other things that I should pit against each other in battle. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.